Starting off today with a movement flow. I was really quite happy with how it turned out. So I think it really speaks for itself. I did incorporate some new movements today, and I had some struggles with some of the weightlifting, and I'll get into more detail when it comes into it, when it comes to that time in the video. So don't forget, any movement is improvement. Get out there and just move to the fullest, however you want to flow in between your movements. This could be, your movement flows can be anything for you. It could be your warm-up, a much more practical and specific warm-up to your goals and skills, to do some sort of movement flow like this. They're quite a lot of fun, and these are one of the things that the Ido Portal, the movement culture, really had me enticed, had me interested in how that they could flow in between moving upper body skills and lower body skills, much like a dance, like breakdancing, but not so stylized to that certain breakdancing aesthetic, that there's a certain freedom with how you can flow. So these are some of my best middle split sets I've done. I don't think I was able to get my calves to the ground on those last holds, but I was feeling very strong in the middle split holds. And I think that kind of kung fu squat I did right before the middle splits was very important. So unfortunately, I just couldn't care about this set right here. I was doing the calf raises, and normally I take it to failure, all the way to failure, but this time I was doing it, and I just couldn't be bothered to do it. So I think I need to change it up and just change my attitude, change the exercise selection. But today, these calf raises just were not it. I didn't even finish the set. Didn't even really challenge it at all. Then I just went to pull-ups afterwards, focusing on strength, trying to get pulling as high as I can each time. And then here I get into another balance. And I feel that maybe the reason that caused some of my shoulder pain in my left shoulder is that every time I bridge out of a handstand, I get up on my right arm. So here, I go off on my right arm. And I address that later. But first, this is a fantastic exercise that you can regress to all levels. But at its fullest level, it really builds some monster knee stability and leg strength, and builds it in a coordinated way where you use the glute and the hamstring together. And I also even feel it in the calves. So this is overall great exercise if you're able to. Everyone's able to do some level of this, but it's a very good exercise for the targeted muscles. When it comes to the jump rope, I tried to incorporate the ankle breaker position that I showed last video yesterday, episode 242, I think. But as you see, I'm sometimes landing in the ankle breaker position, and I do it from a different angle. Right there, see how I'm landing, jumping with my feet kind of twisted out. I'm going to incorporate that some. The way I was doing it here, I was putting a lot of weight on the heel in the ankle breaker position, but I think I'll just want to use the middle point in your foot, the outside toes, and not really put any weight on the heels itself. And this movement right here is how I was addressing my movement imbalance that I think was causing a shoulder imbalance. So I'm bridging out specifically using the left hand, because I think every single time I've ever done a bridge, I've gotten out from the right side. So I'm trying to fix my movement imbalance by flipping over and then bridging out on the left side. Doing some middle splits. This is a specific movement for my specific level of the middle splits. And then I just do it. I get my calves to the ground, and that's kind of the max that I can do. So I'm not sure what I think will be next or what I'm really hoping for. I don't know if I'm hoping for to get a fuller range of motion with the support or just trying to be strong enough that I can not use any hands and get cast to the ground without the use of my hands. And saying it out loud, I think it might be wiser to go for the strength approach because you can build strength a lot faster than flexibility. Strength happens, every week. Every week you can get stronger. Maybe if you're extremely old, maybe every 2 weeks you'll get stronger. But flexibility takes a long time. It takes 6 months about to build any flexibility. My bridge was feeling pretty awful. I wasn't even really able to straighten the arms. So I did another stretch here. And this stretch felt really good. So it just shows you don't have to stick to any rigid stretching routine, but just stretch with some intelligence to it, and just understand how to stretch and what that feeling is. And then I just do some basic on-the-floor stretches that, stretch out the hamstrings. Bye-bye.